Welcome once again to Musings by Danon. This video is a bit of an experiment. I want to talk about some mature topics that YouTube doesn't really enjoy. So this video will be heavily censored. There will be a slightly different version in the video available on Patreon. That version will be uncensored. If this experiment is a success, we'll do more of these in the future. Miss Regular Customer Wants to Enjoy is a slow burn, ecchi romance that mostly takes place in a manga cafe. To be clear, it is not an adults-only manga, but it is for more mature readers, if you catch my drift. For those that don't know, a manga cafe is a hangout spot where people can borrow manga and read it in a room. That room often contains a computer, something that not every household has the room for. Space is a premium in Japan, especially in Tokyo. There are two main characters, plus a couple supporting characters that we'll get into in a bit. The first is Izumi, a college student who works part-time at the cafe. The second is the titular regular, Honami, a high school girl who enjoys coming to the cafe. This series is about their adventures. For the most part, Honami wants to go to the cafe to get away from it all. She loves manga, and having a nice, quiet, semi-private place to read that manga is nice. No parents asking her to help with the chores, no siblings bugging her, just her and her manga. Oh, and some ice cream. But what is a girl to do with all that freedom? It's just so enjoyable and pleasurable. But remember how I said the rooms were semi-private? They're not much better than most bathroom stalls. There's no roof, and the door to the room has a gap at the bottom. So guess who catches her in the act? That's right, Izumi. This is a manga about a girl doing private things at a manga cafe and the employee who knows. And their blossoming romance. Now, to be clear, that only happens every few chapters. For the most part, they have a wholesome relationship. Well, mostly. He knows, but she doesn't know he knows. And he's interested, but there's a barrier. After all, it's not like Izumi and Honami are classmates. And there's the age gap to consider. He's a college student and she's a high school girl. Now, to be clear, that could be a gap of a year, or it could be several. We're not told specifically what year she is in school, nor his. But there is also the barrier of customer and employee. Japan is very socially conscious, and starting an inappropriate relationship with a customer is an absurd idea. But what happens when Honami gets a part-time job and Izumi visits her at work? Now their roles are reversed. Could this help to speed up their relationship? Or are they going to be stuck forever in the springtime of youth? Now, I mentioned earlier that there are other characters in the series. Of course, you have the owner, but he's more of a background character, helping to ground our main couple and remind them that there are other people. But Izumi's childhood friend Yui does eventually make an appearance, and she is a delightful mess. She presents herself as a kind woman. She's even dressed as a maid. Her customer service is flawless. But once you get to know her, you see how she really is. She's the type of person to put everything she has into her job and then becomes a mess at home. Just like Cute Stuff. You see, she actually works as the manager at the manga cafe. And she insists that Izumi call her manager when they're at work. Now, Izumi has a dark history of getting bullied by Yui. She used to dress him up in girls' clothes. He didn't mind at first because he didn't know better. He was just a little boy after all. But now, it's his secret history. Their relationship hasn't really changed in all these years. If he steps out of line, Yui knows exactly how to threaten him to keep him in line. Just like a wicked One-san should. Our other character that we meet is Shiyu, Honami's so-called boyfriend. At first, Izumi is shocked and a little disappointed that Honami has a boyfriend, but Honami just brushes it off. As it turns out, Izumi's freakout was for nothing. Honami's so-called boyfriend is a tanned tomboy who enjoys flirting with her. After he sees them together, he realizes his worries were for nothing. But why was he worried in the first place? After all, she's a customer. He shouldn't be developing feelings for her. How can he help it, though, when her mere presence lights up the room? If you're wanting a cute, ecchi rom-com, go check out Miss Regular Customer Wants to Enjoy. It's not officially out yet, but I'm sure many of you know where to go to find fan-translated manga. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my daughter Cutestuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, she can be reached at cutestuff.edits@gmail.com. Link is down below. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Danon. There are several tiers to choose from. You can pick an anime or manga for me to do a video about, or you can join our monthly manga club. I also want to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons: Waffles, Drya, Muffins, Marcus, Brett, Roxy, Alex, Congo, Robert Pye, Kazaris, Patrick, Tiz, Art, Richard, Boomy, Osira, Justin, Golden Walker, Captain Hammer, Sleech, Mr. Salty, and Daniel. You guys are awesome. I post anime or manga videos often, or you can click here to watch additional videos. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Musings by Danon.